also noticed here for Noto, or returning Messiah, a lot of styles, especially modern ones, have some tendency to rub their finger on the blade to find the mouth of Messiah. That's incorrect from a classical perspective. If you use the Ito, which are not real blades, it doesn't matter, they're not going to corrode on you. But if you're using a live blade, you should not be touching it. So what you want to be able to do is be able to do that without touching the blade at all. And oils in your body are corrosive, and they will mar the blade. So samurai carried two swords. You'll notice that for Namadyu we tend to carry a large tanto. However, samurai always had a choice in swords where wakizashi, which is a companion sword, or a tanto of various sizes. And if you look at old pictures, you'll find any combinations to very large tanto. Very large wakizashi, especially if you look at some of the samurai in the shogun's court. You can tell them because they have very long hakama that you have to pick up to walk with. That was part of the self-defense for the shogun. Okay? You couldn't walk without sticking your hand in it and picking it up. So my theory on that is they figured once this was the only one they were going to have, they were going to have the conflict. Something that's not practiced a lot in modern times, but iaijutsu, or rapid drawing and cutting, was as or more important with the short sword because you wore it everywhere. Generally speaking, if you're in a building, you took your long sword out. If you're in someone's house or castle, you may take it out and put it in a cockade at the door of a stand. So this sword stayed with you all the time. So it became essential to use it the same way. They're very fast. Okay? They're also very effective. You can easily take off an arm with a wakizashi. So for smaller mats like this, you can see how effective they are. Also notice a lot of the cuts, instead of coming and returning, will come up and back down the other way. And these are all just different angles that you practice because of the demands of the tactical situation you might find yourself in. The Japanese sense of fairness was a lot different than we would think. If you were drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning coming out of a sake bar and a guy cut you down from behind, that was considered a fair fight for samurai. The fact that you let yourself get drunk in public and not be aware showed your failing, not his. He just took advantage of it. It's no different than Westerns. Why did guys sit with their back to the door? Not because someone was going to come in and invite them casually to, wait till the bell tolled at high noon to draw. So what happens is, if Gary was going to attack me and I forestalled his attack, and Jeff attacks and I turn, you can see the problem that I'm in. I'm in the same place. So, why don't you get a little further back? You probably need that on. However, if I cut Gary down and I immediately turn and displace, Jeff misses me, I pick his arm first, and then the rest of them. I guess the beginning of disarming came fetch weapons. So what we do is, you'll cut, pivot under the blade, and recut. You have to do this as part of your motion because you have to assume. Most of these things are melees, by the way. One-on-one fights are not common. Most of these things are melees. That means there's multiple guys, and people cutting you from behind where you were busily engaged was something that would happen a lot. So what you did, as you cut the one, you pivot, displace, or move out of that place, and cut the guy behind you. You couldn't look first. There's not enough time. It's not like the movies where a guy fights 20 guys and everyone waits their turn. Obviously, okay? It doesn't work like that. Usually, as many guys can get on you as fast. Okay? So, with this reverse motion, you can also come in and cut vertically, okay? I always like when I can do that. Okay? So lots of options with this. It's far more versatile than you would think at times. I don't have any more smaller ones. I'll show you one-handed cuts from here. But literally, as you come in, you bring your body through, hit back, and let the blade do the cutting. And you can see how clean the cut is.